If you're expanding, and I mean like locations, like you're putting different locations in different places, you already know HQ, which is primarily you can't be in 10 places at once. But with the right connection lines in place, you can keep every location aligned. You can keep every decision clear and every system really, really humming without constant check-ins and without chaos. And it doesn't matter if you're putting locations in across town or across the country or even around the world. It's possible to do all of these things without having chaos. I know this because I have done it. And this video shows you how to build those lines using automation so you can lead from above and not from really kind of inside the weeds, because it does become really a big mess if you don't do it like this. I'm Brett from BrettCPayne.com, and I help business owners scale their operations without the owners becoming the bottleneck. And scaling can happen in a lot of different ways. Scaling in terms of the growth of a single location or their business, which may not have any brick and mortar location, or even those of you who want to scale in terms of having multiple locations across many, many places. But here's the truth. The more locations you have, the faster small misalignments become big, very expensive problems. This is the concern that people have. And everyone has heard that kind of metaphor where if you take two lines and you put them right next to one another and they get off by just a hair at the beginning, if you keep that going for any amount of time, they're going to be really, really far apart. And that is the danger of adding multiple locations where you can't be everywhere to manage everything. If you're a micromanager, then franchising or licensing out brick and mortar places is going to be very challenging for you unless you do the kinds of things I'm going to talk about today. It is very, very possible. So let's build the automation lines that help keep HQ or you connected to every location without you having to micromanage a thing. I want to give you these connection lines. The first one is automated approval flows. Stop chasing signatures and green lights. Stop going after the people running these places and trying to get everything approved all the time. Automate the approval chain so that the right person gets pinged instantly and decisions get logged and projects don't stall. You don't want to be the person that you build this system and then everything needs an approval, but you've got to keep chasing people. Like, is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? Is that okay with you? Build the system in place to where you get automatic approval flows. If there is a decision to be made here, then, or a question about something, then it goes up to the next person in the chain of command. They review that. It goes to the next person, so forth and so on. As the founder of a franchise and running a couple franchises, what I always tell my staff is I don't need to micromanage everything, but what I do need to do is have the right to veto a decision, right? So that means if a franchisee has a change that they want to make, which is perfectly fine, there's a process in which they submit that change to us. They do it online, or sometimes they'll send a text or an email, but most of the time it's a kind of a formal thing. Then the person in charge of that particular area, they'll look at it, they'll ask, why do they want to do it? Does it make any sense? If they think that's okay, then it goes to the operations person. The operations person has to decide across the network of what we have, does that fit with what we're doing? Does it cause a problem? If they say it's okay, then ultimately it goes to a couple more steps and it will get back to me. And then I will listen to all of the reasons. And as long as I don't veto it, then it has the automatic approval all the way up. I don't have to sit there and chase people or find out where it is in the process. Like, we know where it is in the process. The bonus happens is that approvals happen on time, and it doesn't matter whether you're in the office or on a plane. The process is in place for decisions to happen, and everybody in that approval process, it's automated along the way. Connection line number 2, local task kickoffs. When a decision happens at headquarters, you change a system or you change a menu item or change something that's going to affect the entire network, your local teams shouldn't have to wonder what's going to happen next. Your other locations, they shouldn't be like, well, they made that decision, but what happens? You can trigger location-specific task lists automatically. So when a decision happens, then there are specific things that happen automatically after that. So every team member moves the same way every time. So it could be, let's take a menu item. You change a menu item. If you change a menu item, you make that decision, maybe you have a network of restaurants, then there is a system by which that decision goes to marketing so that they can write the copy, they can take the images, they can do all that kind of thing. It goes to the technical side, so they can update the POS, they can do these kinds of things. It goes down to the local operators so that they know the package of what they can market, what they need to tell people, the training involved, if they have to make a new menu. There's a whole set of items that happens like this, so that every decision you make follows the same exact process. Nothing gets lost. There is nothing worse than running a franchise or having multiple locations, and you're sitting around at lunch or you're sitting with your staff and you think about these ideas that you have and you go, yes, this is what we're going to do. But no one knows what to do. There's not a process in place. This connection line number 2 will solve that for you. Connection line number 3, shared asset libraries. Your locations should never have to dig for the right document or the right template or the right brand file or the right image or the right logo or any of that. Use automation to push updated assets where they need to be instantly and universally. So when people need certain documentation or they need content or they need something for social media, you want automation. When you make that decision, again, it's going to text somebody, it's going to email them, it's going to send them a link to a folder every single time. So everybody has everything and it's all centralized. Let me ask you, what's one way communication broke down between your headquarters and your teams recently? Like just something that happened. Go ahead and put that in the comments because you're probably not alone. And the way to fix it may be just kind of starting here. Connection line number 4, brand guardrails by default. Don't leave brand compliance to memory. In other words, how you use your logo, the slogans that you say, what it looks like when someone comes into your locations. Don't leave those to memory by when somebody came up and they saw your locations or you told them at one time how to do it. You want to set automated checks for file naming and design approvals and even pre-built templates that keep everybody on the location there on brand without slowing them down. So you want to make sure that you've got the guardrails in place so that whatever your brand is, they know exactly what does it look like when you send out an email? What does it look like when you have new designs for things? What does that system look like? You want those guardrails in place. So there's that approval process for that as well. Connection line number 5, information in one place. We talk about this a lot, right? There's nothing worse than things scattered all over the place. These are things like from, project updates to collateral for marketing, to logos, to documents, to training, whatever it is. You want to automate that collection into one central dashboard. Create a dashboard where they know where to get that. There's all kinds of software to do that. You can build it in Google Sheets if you want to, or put it into Google Drive. Just no more hunting through threads on Slack or emails trying to chase down these updates. You want one central place for all those updates to happen. Your view should be live, it should be accurate, and it should be complete. I'll tell you, I've done things as basic as doing the Google Sites. I don't know if you've ever used Google Sites before. I've never built websites on them, but Google Sites is it's free. It's a really easy place that you can just drop in modules or components of like Google Drive files, all the Google stuff, right? You could put certain documents in there. You could put presentations in there, lists of different things. It's just a centralized way where you can create a headquarters dashboard for your franchise or your multi-unit company for free with a Google site that just lists everything in there and it's all indexed. So for instance, when I talk about having access to Google Drive, there might be something with like marketing resources. Well, instead of like having to manually go put that stuff in there all the time, in the drive, you just put the link to the marketing drive or the marketing resources drive. And every time you update that drive in Google Drive, it's there for everybody. Everybody has everything all the time. They have to go looking for it, right? Connection line number 6, document before you automate. Here's the trap. If your team doesn't know what done right really looks like, automation just moves mistakes faster. So you have to document it before you automate it. This is the very reason why I built my free SOP Builder guide to help you turn your processes into this kind of repeatable system. And I teach you how to do it in such a way that you don't have to type a single letter. You don't have to type a word. It's all there for you. You can grab it at brettcpayne.com/SOP or just click the link in the description below. Get one or more of these connection lines live ASAP. Do that for you. Do that for your locations. Do it for your staff. Just immediately review the things I've just shared with you and get it in place. It's going to save you time, definitely will save you money, and it's going to save you a whole lot of stress. But remember, automation works best when it's built on clear systems. If your SOPs aren't dialed in yet, start there, okay? Grab that SOP Builder guide that I made for you. It's the fastest way to create repeatable systems that your whole team, they can follow. It's going to be the centralized place where everybody knows how you want them to do what you want them to do. The link is in the description. Let's make your locations run in sync without you running in circles.